Are you in support that, okay, when men want to japa, they should japa alone, they should leave their wives back home in Nigeria? Hi guys, you are most welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. And joining me in this video today is Mommy T Squared.
Hello guys.
Thank you, Mama. So, Mommy T, let's talk about Japa and the aspects of Japa that I've been hearing about lately, which is people saying, oh, if you want to Japa, don't Japa with your wife. Japa alone, leave your wife and children back home in Nigeria. I'm mentioning Nigeria because, of course, this is where I've been, seeing and hearing a lot about this topic. Japa alone, leave your wife and children back home in Nigeria and be sending money to them. And of course, this kind of talk is not coming out of the blues. It is based on what we have been seeing lately. Yes, I'm sure you've also seen some of them on social media of, couples who relocate abroad, and upon getting there, they'll see that, oh, the woman starts growing wings. The man is not able to control her anymore, starts misbehaving, and we've even seen some instances where she'll have to call the police on the husband. Exactly. There was
just because the law over there.
Yes. Exactly. Favors women a lot, unlike what we have in Nigeria. It's not like there are no laws in Nigeria, but again, it's not as strong as what we have over there. Men cannot just get away with anything over there. Yes, as I was going to say, there was one that we read about on social media lately about this woman. She went there alone, and after some time, the husband and the children joined her. And as soon as they joined her, she told the man point blank that it's a no-no, that the marriage was over. So she wouldn't let the man into her house. She collected her children, and then the man was forced to be on the street. So, what do you have to say? Are you in support that, okay, when men want to japa, they should japa alone, they should leave their wives back home in Nigeria, so that when they get there will be no case of, oh, now you are not being submissive, or I can't control you anymore because now you're making money, or you think that the laws over here favor you and things like that. What do you think?
Well, actually, I'm not in support of women who misbehave when they get there.
Okay.
And in the same vein, I'm also not in support of having to travel alone and leaving your family behind. I'm not in support of that. It's a family, and when you say it's a family, if you want to go on such a journey, if it allows family package, then you should go as a family. So what I would just say is, because I've also seen quite a number of cases, and I've heard and read series of them like that. There was even one that my husband showed me one time ago on his phone. I think it happened in the US.
Okay.
It was so brutal to the extent that the husband had to kill he eventually killed the woman and even killed himself. Before he shot himself, he called 911 that he could and he was saying a lot of things over the phone, that he could no longer take it, that he brought her from Nigeria to study nursing. She became a nurse. Afterwards, he can no longer say anything. He's no longer a man in the house. She has taken control over him, even his own family. He can no longer do anything for them. So fine, if the law over there supports a woman compared to here in Nigeria, and our men, when they are back home, they cherish when the woman respects them so much. And this African mentality of a man being I'm the man in the house.
Yes.
So over there, the woman wants to show the man, like, oh, this is not Nigeria.
Yes,
I will also show you.
Control.
Yes, I also have some control here. But at the same time, women should be liberal about it. They should see it like it is a commitment. Even like from Nigeria, before they japa, like we put it, before they japa, they should both have that understanding that this thing we want to embark on is just like you want to invest in a business.
Yeah.
And if you want the success of that business, you have to be committed to it.
Yeah. So
you should also see it as a business. This family is a business. And this country we are also running to and all that, they are family oriented. they love family. If you look at them deeply as a Western people, they cherish family a lot. So I would just say that we should maintain that commitment, even when you get over there, that no matter what, no matter the law, whether it supports me or not as a woman, I must make this work. I must make this work, not just for your husband, but for the children as well.
Yes, for the sake of the children. Let me just come in here. You see, just like you, I'm not in support of women who would now see relocating abroad as a means to now start misbehaving or disrespecting their husbands and thinking that, okay, the law here will favor me, I'm going to... No. At the same time, just like you, I'm also not in support of men traveling alone and leaving their wives in Nigeria. One thing that we should understand, and I think this is where the problem lies, some men don't see their wives as one with them. Like when you get married, right, you have become one with your wife. So saying that, oh, you're going to travel alone, it's like saying that you will travel with your head, and leave your hands, or let's use neck, and leave your neck back in Nigeria.
Which is not possible.
Exactly. You are still not seeing your wife as one. If you see your wife as one, if you see your wife as your body, as your pal, as your confidant,
5 and 6, like
exactly
your soulmate, your total soulmate.
Exactly. I don't
even think of having to travel alone
without her. Because you are afraid that you will get there and then
and start misbehaving and
uncontrollable. But at the same time, I must also agree that women, yes, thank God we're women. I know that sometimes we can overdo things.
Honestly, we can overdo.
And some of the things
let's be serious now. Women can actually overdo.
And some of the things that we read on social media, some comments that some people will make, like, oh, I won't take nonsense. I won't. You don't know the power you have as a woman. You don't know your right. It will get into some women's head, and then when they get abroad, they now want to start exercising that. You've been submissive to your husband when you now become. You allow those things to get to you.
And another thing is they start keeping friends that will tell them to do all those negative things. You don't know where you are. If only you knew. This country, you are power, you are in charge. Let him know you are in control. In fact, it has even gotten to the extent of, even from Nigeria, if they will be going as a family, the man will be telling the woman that once you get there, you have to sign a prenup. It has even gotten to that extent, like, oh, you have to sign a prenup.
That you will not get there.
You will not get there. He's just trying to safeguard himself, like trying to, maybe after some years that he has worked, he will not be like, oh, get out of my property. And
to make this clear, we are not talking of marriages where there are cases of abuse.
Course,
we are not talking. We're talking of a marriage that is going on well, before you jackpot, and then you get there, you allow some comments or some societal beliefs or whatever shenanigans to get to you, and then you want to start acting towards your husband. Fine, I know this conversation is tilting towards women. That is not to say that there are not some men who also get there and misbehave. There was one that somebody told me of. I know this lady personally. When they got abroad, the man was the one who actually misbehaved. And to think that the woman was the one who went there first, left the husband and children in Nigeria, went over there to go and hustle, rented a house, got a job, make sure that she sorted everything out before bringing the husband and the children over, so that when they come, everybody will be okay. And as soon as this man entered, some people are wicked. Some people are wicked. As in, he had already planned out what he would do. They had 3 children together. And as soon as he got there, he started misbehaving, started complaining about everything, telling the woman, oh, you are not doing this right, you are becoming too fat, you are disgusting. And one day, he held her, locked her up, tore his own clothes, and ran out. Exactly, you get it. And ran out and was shouting, help, help, help. Of course, before they knew it, police came. And then he roped the woman up. She wants to kill me. This is what she has been doing to me. And as I speak now, they are no longer together. The woman is now alone, taking care of 3 children. She's gone through depression.
The woman must be a godly woman, like.
Mommy Tiwa, I don't want to say all the things that I know about this thing, because once I start saying it, as in one popular church in Nigeria is going to be dragged into this matter, because this guy is a pastor in this popular church in Nigeria that everybody respects. Papa. He's not the GO, he's a pastor in that ministry, a very big ministry in Nigeria. Not knowing that he was abusing and maltreating the wife, even before they left home, Mommy Tiwa, before they left Nigeria. So this will now lead me to the point that I want to make now. Fine, we have said that we're not in support of men leaving their wives back home and all of that, and we're not in support of women who will get abroad and start misbehaving or become uncontrollable. But what if you notice before you leave Nigeria as a man, if you notice that this woman, this is my wife, has the tendency of getting abroad and misbehaving, and then because of that the marriage will be in jeopardy, what should a man do in that instance? Should he still go ahead? Because you know quite well the woman that you have married, that if I take this one abroad,
you just have to apply wisdom. Just like the case you just finished narrating. That case, I'm sure the woman must have seen the handwriting on the wall.
It's not even handwriting. She experienced it big time when they were in Nigeria.
Such case, left to me, I don't see any reason why I should invite such man. Left to me or me. So, and for the man as well, once you know that your wife has that tendency, it's better not to avoid future havoc. Do you get? To avoid future havoc, it is better if the man is the understanding type and has wisdom. He knows how to go about it, and he will still be able to keep the family. Not that when he gets over there, he also will now, join. If you can't beat them, you join them, and you now forget your family back at home.
Okay, so you are saying that in that case, the man can travel alone.
In that case, once you know, like maybe you know very well, it is like if you rate this over 100, maybe like 70-80%, the wife has the tendency to become something else when you get there. Left to me, I would say just apply wisdom or pray about it.
Okay, and leave her back home.
Yes, pray about it.
You
can be going and coming.
Okay.
Yeah, we've seen families like that so here in Nigeria, and they are doing fine. Okay. At least we have you are also witness to some here, even in our area here, that the husband comes and goes and they are fine. So if the wife is also okay with such arrangements, then no problem. Just to keep the family safe. Then maybe after some years, we grow over time. After some years that you realize maybe the wife is now handles situations much better. Maturely. Yes, and maturely. Then you can maybe just come for a visit, maybe for holiday. And after some time you return back home. I don't know, but if the wife really knows that, I want to go with my husband, or let's go together, relocate permanently, then the man should know how to talk to the wife. Maybe if you'll be going with me, maybe in that case, to be realistic, let's prenup come in. Prenup can come in. Yes, but to be on the safer side, do you agree to a prenup? Do you get something like that? No, we are just being realistic. But aside that, if you want to go the biblical way, like Christian home and all that, the first thing you expected to do is just to pray about it. Ask for the leading of the Holy Spirit. How do I go about it? Should we go together? Should I go first? Do you get? So that's my own. Because
as much as Japa is good, there are so many opportunities that come with Japa and all of that. I will also say that Japa has destroyed so many marriages.
Yes, it has.
Japa has destroyed so many marriages. It has broken so many homes. A few days ago, I shared, in fact, the last video that I posted about a man who killed his wife in the UK. This wife, I'm not sure if you heard that story. the wife was a nurse. She was the one that even went first, got a job through scholarship.
What is this with nurse and all this there?
As in, she got a job over there in the UK through scholarship. Then after some time, she invited the husband and the children over as dependents. You know, they came over to join her. And there have been cases of abuse before they left Nigeria. And that's exactly what we're saying. You know that there are already issues on ground before leaving home.
So it will only get worse.
It's exactly.
So it can't get better.
Yeah. So when
once she knows that the law over there favors her, it will only get worse.
So she obtained a restraining order against the man, because just like we said, maybe when they got there, the matter escalated. She obtained a restraining order, but the man still found a way to get access to her and murdered her. Yes, in fact, like strangled her. He's been arrested. Of course, she'll be ready to probably spend the rest of his life behind bars. So that's what we're talking about. You know that there is exactly Japa, as much as it is good, has destroyed so many homes. So I think it is wise for you to know your spouse.
Exactly.
Know your wife. Know your husband. Know what they are capable of doing. Know the characteristics that they are capable of exhibiting. Don't just close your eyes and say, we want to Japa. It even comes to children. Know your children. There are some children that are very explorative. You already know your child, right? You know that this child, the way this child is behaving in Nigeria, once this one gets abroad and start mingling with, you know, children over there, the culture and everything, you are likely to lose that child. Then it is better to pause. I mean, what do you say?
Yes, you're right. It's better to pause. Just both of them should just think about it, because the handwriting is clearly written on the wall. So it's better to think about it. That Japa, is this Japa going to favor us with this kind of attitude that my husband has or that my wife has? Let's think about it very well. Or that these children
that are just entering into adolescent stage,
and in the same vein, for those who misbehave when they get there, I will say that if you can manage your children over there, because the law also favors them, the children. If you can successfully manage your children over there, then you should successfully be able to manage your marriage as well. As a woman, if you can manage it, then you should be able to manage your. That means you have that family orientation. You want your children together. So if the love, again, let's talk about love. The love should also, if the love is still there for the woman, then I believe she will still be able to hold the marriage and the family, no matter what the law says or how it favors her. Because I have families there, and quite a number of my friends too who have relocated, and some that have even been living there even before this Japa became so rampant. And to the glory of God, they are doing fine. I've never heard any one of them separated with their husband or anything. They are doing fine. The last time that one of them were talking, she was like, oh, mommy said, well, it has to do with understanding. When I think about my children and where we are coming from, we just have to stay together. And that is very important. If a woman could think like that, it's very important. For such woman, it will not be easy for such woman to easily take advice from the society that is already
bastardized,
honestly. And most of them, they actually want you on their own side of the lane. They know it's no longer sweet for them, so they also want you there. So they won't tell you what they are going through that is not palatable. They want you to join them, but they want you to join them. So to them, they are even envying you that in this society like this, you are still able to hold your own.
Your marriage is working.
Yes. So if you are able to keep your home like that, kudos to you. Please keep it up. Don't join bad gangs and
it doesn't pay. It doesn't pay anybody. Now, when the marriage crashes, your eye can't clear. You know, you are now co-parenting, or you know, you've lost your husband, you don't have full access to your children, and all of that.
Think about the half-time yourself,
exactly, to what gain? Some people will even be regretting right now, like if they had known, they should have just remained in Nigeria. But to avoid things like that, I think everybody should just be wise, right? Be
wise, yes.
Just be wise. There is no gain in saying, oh, now because I'm here and I know my rights and everything, I'll now start misbehaving towards my husband or as the man too. It's not going to pay anybody.
It's not going to pay
whether
at
it's
the end
the
of
man
the day
or the woman.
At the end of the day, it's not going to pay at all.
So back to our topic. My stand, and I think it's your stand as well, is
Of
that
course.
travel with your wife and your children. Travel as a family, right?
Yes.
That
Travel as a
family unit is very important. For some people, just like we rightly said, some people don't see their wives as one with them, and that's why even if there are no issues, the woman does not have the tendency of misbehavior, they will still say, oh, you stay behind, I'll be sending you money. No, it's not about sending money,
it's not
right?
just that.
Go together, you work together, you pray together, you live
The
together as one.
togetherness is very,
The children
very
also will
important and
also
is
grow up,
key. Yes,
exactly, in a healthy environment,
home.
seeing daddy and
mommy
mommy
together.
They
will learn a lot, because from broken homes, broken relationship, the aftermath of it tells a lot more on the children.
The children are the receiving end.
It's just like when they say it went to elephant fights.
Yes,
the glass they suffer. So the children are like the glass. It hits them so much. So as women, we should put that into consideration. If the marriage is not abusive,
exactly, no case of abuse.
Don't kill yourself in a marriage that is abusive.
I mean, it's just fear that, oh, what if I get there, or I take her there, and
all those assumptions. Exactly. It's not that your wife or your husband exhibits such traits, but you base everything on assumptions. Like, from what I've been hearing, I hope that once this woman gets there, she will not turn. I have to think about it. If your wife is godly enough, she'll expect you enough, she's submissive enough, and if you see her as part of you, as your neck, a part and parcel of you, and why would you think of traveling alone?
Your head and leave your neck.
And leave your neck. Possible.
Okay, so yes, that is it, guys. That is our stand. Travel with your family, make sure that your children grow up in a healthy environment, and your wife is one. You are one with your wife. Two have become one. And this is the understanding that you should have about your marriage. She will even help you. Like, you don't have to kill yourself working it out all day alone. Once she works a little, you work a little. Once one person goes to work, one person can stay with the children with understanding, and you both grow together. Because when you travel alone, forget it. The marriage, the bond between you cannot be as strong. It cannot be as strong anymore. Somehow you will both drift apart.
And because the Western world, they cherish family a lot. That is why when you're traveling, family package most times comes with more benefits.
Exactly.
Because you are going with family and with children. So it comes with a lot of benefits than traveling alone. So if you want to enjoy that benefit, and God blesses you with a good man and a good wife, please.
And I'm also going to say this, that Japa is not a do or die affair. It is so unfortunate that a lot of people are saying it as a do or die affair, even when they see that they are going to Japa at the expense of their marriage. That once they take that step, some things may go south. They'll still want to do it at all costs, probably because other people are doing it. Know your own specific situation. Know your marriage. Know your children. Know your wife. Know your husband. Pray about it.
Exactly.
Take steps in the right direction. Don't just Japa blindly, and then you get there.
Because Japa is trending, you also want to Japa.
Your own situation might
pray
be
about
different
it before you go.
Exactly.
Before you Japa.
Yes.
Pray
as
about
cliche
it.
as this might be, pray about it. Pray about it, because your destiny is different from the destiny of other people.
Of course.
Do you understand?
And I also have friends who have equally traveled alone as the wife or the husband. But eventually, maybe after some months or less than a year, the other spouse joined. So it wasn't as if they got there and the other one, it's like I won't send for you. Don't worry, I'll be coming. They maintained the reason for traveling in the first place, and they maintained the commitments. Like recently, the wife of one and the kids just went to join the husband. So. And they are
so
they are
not
both working,
know what works
and
for
they are sharing the bills, the expenses, having to stay with the children,
responsibilities.
So they are sharing the responsibilities and all that. So it will pay off in the long run. You won't be the only one having to work tirelessly the whole time, the whole day.
For me, staying abroad alone can even be so lonely and depressing. Especially
because it's not like Nigeria that you have friends that you can go visit.
Over there, everybody is busy, so you don't have the luxury of time. So let me go and visit her. Let's go and gist. It can be so depressing.
After a long day,
lonely,
coming back home to have somebody that you can gist with, a shoulder you can lean on.
Exactly.
It's very important and it's key.
Very important. I have a feeling this conversation will not end today with the way they are going. The gist is just becoming sweeter and sweeter.
Honestly.
Okay. Well, guys, I hope you get the message already. You can also share your thoughts with us. What do you think? Should a man travel alone, leave the wife and the children back home, and be sending money to them to avoid a situation where he will take the wife and then she will get there and become uncontrollable and the marriage will have to eventually pack up? What do you think? Share your thoughts with us. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. You can also share this video. Feel free to do so if you want to. And kindly subscribe if you are yet to subscribe. We'll come your way again. Until then, be intentional.
Bye.
Alright, so Japa.
Japa.
Ose ka compose o. Japa, oh,
Japa.